Welcome to a video on quadratic equations. In this video, we're going to learn how to rewrite quadratic equations into the standard form. Let's get started. A quadratic equation in standard form is written as ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is where a, b, and c can be any real numbers except a cannot be 0. In order to be in standard form, the equation must be equal to 0. That's always a key to tell whether or not you're in standard form is look to see if you have it set equal to 0. Let's look at a few examples. Let's rewrite this equation in standard form and then identify the coefficients a, b, and c. Our equation is 3x squared equals 8 plus 4x. This is not in standard form since it is not equal to 0. So to put it in standard form, we need to move the terms all to the same side. We can either move all of the terms on the left to the right-hand side or all of the terms on the right to the left-hand side. It really doesn't matter as long as you get 0 to one side. In this case, I'm going to move the 3x squared to the right-hand side. So I'll add 3x squared to both sides. That will leave me with 0 on the left-hand side is equal to 3x squared plus 4x plus 8, writing that in descending order. Or we could just turn this equation around and write 3x squared plus 4x plus 8 equals 0. These are the same equations. Now we can identify the coefficients a, b, and c. A is the coefficient in front of x squared, so in this problem a will equal 3. B will be the coefficient in front of x, so in this problem, b will equal 4. And finally, c is the constant term, so c will be equal to 8. In our second example, we need to rewrite the equation 4 times the quantity x plus 1 squared is equal to negative 2 in standard form. Then identify the coefficients of a, b, and c. So in this problem, we have two things to do. First, we need to multiply out the quantity x plus 1 squared. Then we'll need to set it equal to 0. Let's go ahead and multiply x plus 1 squared out. So on the left, we'll have 4 times the quantity x plus 1 times x plus 1 equals to negative 2, which will be 4 times x squared plus x plus 1 equals to negative 2. Combining my like terms, this will be 4 times x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals to negative 2. Now let's go ahead and distribute the 4 on the left-hand side. This will give us 4x squared plus 8x plus 4 equals to negative 2. One last step to get it in standard form, we need to move the negative 2 to the left-hand side. So let's add 2 to both sides. This gives us 4x squared plus 8x plus 6 equals 0. Now we're in standard form. Once you're in standard form, you can identify the values of a, b, and c. A is the coefficient in front of x squared, so in this case, a is equal to 4. B is the coefficient of x, so b is equal to 8. And c is the constant term, so in this case, c will equal 6. Let's take a look at our third and final example. Let's rewrite the equation 3 times the quantity 2x minus 1 times x plus 5 equal to 9 in standard form. Then let's identify a, b, and c. Once again, we'll need to multiply the left-hand side and then set the right-hand side equal to 0. Let's start by multiplying 2x minus 1 times x plus 5. 2x times x will give me 2x squared. 2x times 5 will give us plus 10x. Negative 1 times x will give us negative 1x. And negative 1 times 5 will give us negative 5. And that will be still equal to 9. Let's combine like terms inside the parentheses. So we'll have 3 times 2x squared plus 9x minus 5 equal to 9. Now let's distribute this 3. So 3 times 2x squared will give us 6x squared. 3 times 9x will give us positive 27x. And 3 times negative 5 will give us negative 15. And that's all equal to 9. One last step to write it in standard form is we need to set it equal to 0. That means I need to move the 9 to the other side. So let's subtract 9 from both the left and right hand sides. The 9's cancel on the right hand side, leaving us with 0. On the left hand side, we get 6x squared plus 27x minus 24. Now we're in standard form. We can then identify the coefficients a, b, and c. A is the coefficient of x squared, so in this case a is equal to 6. B is the coefficient of x, so b will be equal to 27. And c is the constant term, so c will equal negative 24. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.